How's it going, Parker? I mean, it seems to be kind of getting routine for you. Come up in the fourth quarter, hit a big hit. I'm sure you knew they were going to go to you. How confident did you feel walking out there for that last?
Yeah, I mean, I felt extremely confident. I hit the ball pretty well in pregame and in practice this week, so I don't treat it differently than any other 2 field goals, and that's kind of something that, because I get that question a lot, it's just like I don't treat it any differently. I'm not thinking about really anything. Just my head's pretty clear, to be honest with you.
Ben Portnoy.
Parker, kind of to that, I mean, when you're making kicks and got a streak or whatever you want to call it going, I mean, is there something to it? Does it just kind of snowball at some point? Does it just kind of, I mean, is there an ease to it? I mean, how do you kind of find a flow or a rhythm or anything like that?
Yeah, that's a good question. I would say they're all pretty independent. It definitely can help with your confidence when you're on a little bit of a roll. But yeah, it's just kind of every kick's different. So I've put in a lot of work this offseason and stuff like that. So I think I've improved as a kicker. So I'm just going to be more likely to make a kick than if I didn't put in hardly any work or whatever. So it's kind of all separate. But
And just as an aside, Parker had a bunch of family here that's, I think, first time they've seen you play, correct?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of cool. Corey Diaz.
Well, on that note, you kind of changed my question a little bit there, Fink. So, Parker, I'm curious, why hasn't your family been able to come watch you play?
It's been to like my parents and like my sister, grandparents, like the immediate family. They all live in Charlotte. They've always been there, but it's like more like my cousins and stuff like that, like a little bit extended. So they rented a house on Lake Murray. So I'm going to go over there and spend the night with them and kind of hang out. So, yeah, like little cousins and stuff. I got Peyton Mangram's gloves to give to them, so they're going to be jacked up about that. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to hanging out with them a little bit.
Mike Yuva.
Parker, you mentioned not trying to think too much about the streaks and whatnot, and obviously, you still have a couple more points to go until you have the all-time record here at South Carolina. How do you kind of avoid that? Do your teammates kind of bring it up at times? I mean, we know that you're a humble guy, but how do you kind of manage that?
Yeah, I mean, it's something that even I, like, admittedly, like, I'll think about. It's just, I mean, it's a goal of mine. Like, I write my goals on my mirror, so I'm kind of keeping track or whatever of kind of the countdown, and then also, like, just to win every week. Like, those are just a couple of mine. But, yeah, I don't think it really throws me off just because I think it's okay to, have – I think it's motivation for me, honestly, more than anything, just because I know that that'd be such a cool thing to have. So – yeah, it helps me to just kind of see it in the morning when I look in the mirror and just kind of like, okay, got to get better today if I want that record and stuff like that, and to help the team win ultimately. So,
Corey Diaz.
Okay, Parker. So back to my question I was going to ask you a couple minutes ago. So I'm curious, are there pre-kick superstitions that you have, or is it just strictly game day superstition? Are you even a superstitious person at all?
I was hoping you were going to ask about that. There was something I thought that was kind of funny. So, like, my beard's getting really long, and I was going to shave after the Eastern Illinois game, but I was worried about some bad karma or something. So it's kind of like Samson. Like, I can't shave my hair or anything like that. Like, I need to keep my beard growing. Like, and I'm not going to shave it until I miss one. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully I'll be like Santa Claus by December. So.
Last one to Ben Portnoy.
Parker, you mentioned having your goals written on your mirror. I guess if you don't mind sharing, what are those goals? And is that something you started in high school, have been doing since you got here? Is that kind of a new development?
That's something I started doing this summer. I think we had like a guest speaker or something kind of talk about goals, and it's just like we've always have kind of those influences. But yeah, usually, yeah. So my first one will be to beat Troy. That was the first thing on my mirror this week. When I go home, I'll erase it and put beat Tennessee, and then I'll have like the point, like how many points, like I'll erase it and put the new amount, and then I'll say to finish my MBA. And then another one on there will be to be better today than I was the day before. So those kind of things. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. But yeah, they're pretty simple, but it's just kind of keeps my mind. I like to kind of visualize and stuff like I'm already kind of thinking ahead to Neyland Stadium and kind of visioning myself making kicks over there. So kind of just helps me with that.
All right. Thank you, Parker.
Yeah. Thank y'all.